woven blocks with fine net. Another variation of fine net is woven blocks with fine net. A block is a number of stitches grouped close together. I'm going to demonstrate how to make a single block and a 4-block filling. I started on the right as with fine net and over sewed the tape around to the starting point on the left, and then I worked a row of fine net. So I'm now ready to start my single block, which is worked over 4 rows. For the first row, decide which stitch is the center stitch. Then work fine net stitches to the center stitch. Now leave a space by missing the center stitch and whipping the base thread twice. Then work on to the end of the row. For the second row, work fine net to the stitch before the space in the row above. Now make a space here by missing this stitch and whipping twice on the base thread. Next, work a single block of 4 fine net stitches close together into the space on the base thread above. Then leave a space after this by missing the next stitch and whipping twice on the base thread. And then work on to the end. If you are doing a single block, for the third row, work fine net until you come to the first space, and then work 2 fine net stitches into this space. Make a space under the block by whipping twice on the base thread. Work 2 fine net stitches into the space to the left of the block above, and continue fine net to the end of the row. Then for the fourth row, work fine net, remembering to work 2 stitches into the space above. So the woven block has a space above and below it, also to the right and left. 4 block filling. A 4 block is worked in areas large enough to accommodate more blocks. It is made up of 4 blocks, and again, each block has a space above, below, to the right and to the left. A 4 block is worked over 6 rows. I am going to continue on from row 2 of a single block and show you how to make this into a 4 block. So I have already done row 1 and 2. Now for the third row, work to the stitch before the first space. Now make a space by missing the stitch and whipping twice on the base thread. Then work a block of 4 fine net stitches into the space above. Leave a space under the center block by whipping twice on the base thread. And then work a block of 4 fine net stitches into the next space. Leave a space under the next stitch by whipping twice on the base thread. And then work fine net stitches to the end of the row and over so to the next row. I'm now on the fourth row. Work to the first space. And then work 2 fine net stitches into this space. Leave a space under the block above by whipping twice on the base thread. And then work a block of 4 fine net stitches into the space above. Then leave a space under the block above by whipping twice on the base thread and work 2 fine net stitches into the next space. And continue on to the end of the row. For row 5, I'm going to work in fine net to the first space. Work 2 stitches into the first space. Leave a space under the center block by whipping twice on the base thread. Work 2 stitches into the next space. And then continue on to the end of the row. For row 6, work in fine net, remembering to work 2 stitches into the space in the center. So 2 stitches into that space in the center. And then continue in fine net to the end of the row. I have now completed the 4 block filling. Each block has a space above and below and to the right and left.